Georgia on the logo, celebrating back-to-back Nats. Perfection wears red and black tonight, 15-0.
Georgia 4 yards from an SEC championship. First down, ETN in the I formation. They hand it to him. Touchdown! Georgia are SEC champions!
Sigue Ringo, corta dentro, Ringo, touchdown! Georgia! Flea Flicker to get the night started. Downfield looking for Godwin, into his hands, and guess which dogs are barking first? Uga, get after it! Sonny Michel will send the Dogs home to the championship game!
And Bobo throws that thing in the end zone, and yes! Touchdown! Touchdown in the goal line!
Georgia Bulldogs bludgeon their way to back-to-back. Glory, glory, Georgia, as the fight song says.
This is our love for each other. 1 + 1 = what? 3. We are better together and we are connected.
This is Robert Iron E. Singleton, a.k.a. D-Dog from The Walking Dead, or Alton from The Blind Side, and you are watching Respect the Hedges on the Fan Addict Sports Network. All right, guys, go Dogs, sick 'em.
What's going on, Dog Nation, and Respect the Hedges family? It's your boy, Coach I. We in here for another episode of Respect the Hedges, getting ready for this Sugar Bowl down in New Orleans between the Dogs and the Rebels, man. We ain't gonna belay this point, man. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing started, man. Y'all know, as always, brought to you by the Tailgate Kings. That's right, TailgateKingsATL.com, TailgateKingsATL.com. Y'all make sure y'all check them out for all your tailgating and corporate event needs. Hey, I hope everybody's having a happy holidays, safe holidays. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back. We took us a little hiatus, you know what I'm saying? We need family time as well, but now it's time to ramp back up as the Dogs get ready to tee it off again in 2 days. So let's go ahead and bring the fellas on, man, and get this thing started, man. First up, former defensive back and baseball player, Double Dog, E-Rob. What's going on, E-Rob?
Coach, what's up, baby? Hey, man, we've been going for a little while. I'm feeling good about myself. I'm well rested. My hamstrings are loose. I'm ready for some football. I'm ready to watch these Dogs. I'm ready to talk about these other games too, man, because there's some big games coming up this week. Well, in a few days. Right. So I'm excited, Coach. I know you're excited because I know you live for this ish.
Right. Hey, man, college football is here. The playoffs is here. We in the quarterfinal round. It's time to get it started, man. Let's bring on our other Double Dog, former wide receiver and track athlete. It is our guy, Shouty Parker. What's going on, Shouty?
Gentlemen, what's happening? What's up,
hey,
Shouty?
Man. Time to talk some football, Shouty.
Hey, man, you know, like he said, we've been off a few weeks, man. And one thing they say, man, it ain't really good for you, but I want some sugar.
Oh, my bad. I'm sitting here. I'm acquainted with I got my sugar right here, Sean. I'm ready. Come on.
Thanks, man. Let's bring up another one of our guys. Former wide receiver is Corey Allen. What's going on, C8? Got the Christmas sweater on.
Oh, look at it. Look at it.
I'm celebrating, Coach. You know, I'm in the middle of a celebration. My baby girl, my oldest daughter, but I still call them all my babies. It's her birthday today. She's sweet 16. So, the family, we giving her a shout out, and party don't stop. One monkey don't stop no show. They gonna party without me. So I'm gonna join y'all as long as I can. But it's about these Dogs, man. It's about the Dogs, to be honest with you.
Happy birthday, baby girl.
I'm anxious.
That's right. Happy birthday, number one over there. That's right. All right, we're going to get this party started. We got some people in the building already. I already know First Lady in the building. Say, go Dogs, beat old piss. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, there we go.
the black continuum in the house. Say, go Dogs. Miss y'all fellas the last couple weeks. Miss y'all too, bro? Man. Miss everybody in the comments, man. Listen, like I said, I hope everybody having a safe and happy holidays. The party don't stop, as CA said. Bishop in the house. Appreciate you. I owe you contingent in the building. Appreciate you getting up in here, Bishop. Bruce in the house. Say we in here for sure. That's right. K-Dog in the house. What's going on, K-Dog? Appreciate you getting in.
What's up, cuzzo?
Can't spell sugar without UGA. That's right.
Yeah.
Kevin also giving the birthday shout out to her niece. That's right. That's right. Hey man, we are gonna start the show off by talking about the other games and finish up talking about the Dawgs, man. This quarterfinal round is some heavy hitters. Listen, man, I think it's good games all around, man. Let's start with the other SEC team, and that's Bama taking on Indiana, who is number 1 in the nation, and I think a prohibited favorite. You know what I'm saying, over Bama. I don't even think it's close. I think they like a 8, 9, 10-point favorite.
Wow.
I thought it was 6.5 or something like that.
6.5. It's a whole touchdown. I know that.
Okay.
I was like,
Wow.
that's right. When the last time Big Ten been favored a whole touchdown over Bama? E-Rob, what you think gonna happen, man? Indiana been so-called one of the best teams all year.
Bruh, I just have to take a moment and really just take stock in where we are. Indiana is the number 1 football team in the country. You know what I'm saying? And they're playing Alabama, and they are favored. Like, it's like no question they're gonna
Twilight Zone, ain't it?
What the hell is going on, man? Like, what's this Stranger Thing? Something's happening, man.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, and I'm here for it. And that's why the playoffs are great, because you got to do it on the field. So the narrative is written. Alabama shouldn't even show up. Well, let's just see. Let's just go play the game. Now, Alabama has flaws. We know that. Matter of fact, they're a microcosm of what we were last year. They can't run the ball. They're dropping the ball. The defense is kind of shaky. And all that leads to just kind of inconsistency. So they're kind of up and down. So all that's there. And Indiana, like you said, has been like one of the best teams so-called all year. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't be a matchup. I say tune in. Let's just see what happens. I think it's gonna be closer than people think.
Right, I think so too. I think Indiana, they look solid against Ohio State when they beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, and Bama has looked, like you say, up and down, but Bama, as far as talent wise, got that talent on the field. So CA, man, you think I mean, like the pundits are saying, Alabama probably shouldn't even show up.
That's an old trick we've all heard and seen before. So I ain't going for that. You know, as much as I hate Bama and love to beat on them when I get an opportunity, I gotta respect the program. And historically, they known to show up on Saturdays or whenever kickoff time happens. So I don't think this will be any different. I think they'll take this as a personal challenge. We don't respect what Indiana has done. I don't care who they beat, so they're gonna have to show it, and hell, it just happens to be Alabama that they'll have to take that task up with. I know what they did against Ohio State. Shout out to them for handling that conference business. But okay, the big stage is here. The lights will be bright. You got that veteran quarterback. He sounds good, but let's just see. That's what the playoffs are all about. They don't give it to Georgia, and they're not gonna give it to Indiana. So I'm anxious to see how they perform. I think it's just a prime opportunity. I do think they have some veteran leadership which might allow them to not panic, especially in the early stages, because if it gets away from anybody early, it's pretty much over with. Coming back, I don't think there's a comeback scenario built for either team, because the pile on is what we do these days. And I think that anybody getting a leg up is going to try to kick you while you're down. So I think it'll be a great matchup. I have no idea how it'll pan out, but if I had to put my money on it, I'm putting it on Bama still.
Right, and
I hate to say that.
Hey, I believe this is the playoffs, and Indiana was here last year, but under different pretenses, I believe, not expected to win. Just got here. And I think if they do get down, like CA said, it's gonna be tough to come back, because Bama been here before, albeit under different leadership. Shawty, what you thinking about this Indiana team? They look to be solid on both sides of the ball. I wouldn't call them the best offense. I wouldn't call them the best defense, but they do look solid on both sides of the ball.
And that's about where the bus stopped for me. Them being solid on both sides of the ball. I mean, I'm liking their, linebacking core. I do think as a core unit, they have one of the best linebacking cores in the nation, maybe top 5, 6, somewhere in there. They do have a Heisman Trophy winner. But with that being said, I think this is probably out of the semifinal games. I do think this is the game that has a chance to have the biggest upset.
Really?
Yes, I think Bama's going to upset them. I rechecked it. The spread is 6.5, 7, depends on which site you look at. But I just think Bama is much more battle worn and battle tested. And I do think if any team has a chance to come back, it can be Bama. They were just down to OU, who has one of the top defenses in the nation by 17.
Okay,
great call right there.
So when it comes to scoring points, I think Bama actually has the upper hand. Their quarterback threw for more yards, pretty much the same touchdown. He had pretty much the same Heisman stats that their quarterback had, who won the Heisman.
Right.
And at the end of the day, man, y'all know we say, man, they ain't played nobody. Oregon and Ohio State, good teams. But other than that, man, they ain't did, man. So I like Bama.
There it is, man. Let's bring on the fifth member of our panel, man. It's our guy, former tight end, Jabbar Johnson. What's going on, JV?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, RTH family? You know what I'm saying? Double salute coming into the building late. Technical difficulties on this side, man. I can't get nothing hooked up. But I'm here. So let's
Hey, that's all right. Nick rolling all, you know what I'm saying? We got you. You know what I'm saying? That's right, we got you. So, hey, man, we starting the show off talking about the other quarterfinal games, man, starting with this Indiana, Alabama. You know, Indiana's favorite by 6.5, 7, as Shawty checked, depending on which site you look at. And E-Rob said earlier, man, we're in the strange times, man. When the last time, would you thought Indiana be the number one team in the nation, by the way? Alabama favored as a touchdown favorite over Alabama. Like what's your thoughts on the game, JB?
Listen, I honestly I was listening to what you fellas were saying. What I will say is that Indiana does have a formidable defense. And last time I checked, Alabama ain't rushed for 100 yards probably since Bat Bryant was the coach. And I think it's going to be rough on them if they get out there and they start to be one-dimensional like they've been in these past 3 or 4 games. And so do I think that Indiana should beat Alabama? Not necessarily. I don't believe Indiana is that great. I don't think that Ohio State is that great. I don't think the Big Ten is that great. I just think they kind of slugfest around with a bunch of pillows in a top tier organizations and schools in that conference. But at the same time, Alabama has shown a lot of chinks in the armor, and realistically, Indiana hasn't. So I think it's going to be a pretty close game, man. I think this might end up being a 3-point game. And realistically, I think Indiana going to beat them. Not because they're great, but I just think that Alabama's that bad.
Okay. Can I add one more stat to that?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that we're SEC homers. I think JV was the only one to pick Indiana in this core, but I'm just looking at the playoff matchup predictor. 7 out of 10 people got Indiana to win this game. I mean, it's that much of a disparity. It's just hard for me to believe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what, like he said, man, we in different times.
Opportunity to get some money.
Hey. Yeah, right. Hey,
for those that truly believe.
Right, and when the lights on, we're gonna see who truly shines. In this appetizer game, we're gonna call it appetizer before we get to the main course, which is the Sugar Bowl. So listen, I think there's a lot of people in the nation that think Indiana's gonna win, but again, like I say, I always default to the teams that's been under the lights, been under the pressure, and I think Indiana. I came out of the Big Ten championship thinking Indiana does have a formidable defense, just like JB said. But so did Oklahoma, and Oklahoma was now Indiana has a better quarterback than Oklahoma, but and a better offense, but it's still Alabama.
And special team,
right? So hey. Listen, I'm like Nick Saban on game day, man. Until you show me, man. Big Ten, you got to show me you can beat Alabama. So I'm going to go with Alabama on this one. The next one up, man, listen, is the first appetizer on the menu, and it comes New Year's Eve. And that's Ohio State and Miami. Carson Beck taking on Ohio State in this, what is ranked, or what they've been saying is the best defense in the nation. Now, Indiana was able to move the ball a little bit and do enough on Ohio State. Now, which Carson Beck are we going to get, JV? Can Miami pull out? Because Miami got a good defensive front too.
Yeah. Ooh.
What Carson Beck are we gonna get?
Yeah.
Look, it's so bad they have no idea who they're gonna have showing up.
Nobody knows.
This guy
Quarter to
is
quarter.
all over the place. He could be giving you a dab, or he could be giving you the blank face. And it's anybody's guess on what's going to happen. I think that Ohio State, again, I think they do have a formidable defense. I don't think they're impregnable. I don't think that they are one of those teams that's going to go out there and shut some teams down. I just think they played against a bunch of bad teams and they ran the stats up. So can Miami go in there and play a great game, a great offensive game? They got weapons. Yeah. But we all know that Carson Beck is prone to back it up in the most. He's known to back it up now. Let's be real about this. He'll back it up when the lights get the brightest out there. So
He'll back it up. Damn.
For me, man, I really think Ohio State gonna win this one just based off of their offense. I think their offense is gonna be slightly too much for Miami to keep up with, not to stop, but to keep up with.
I got you. And we said, listen, man, when Beck is good, he elite. But when he bad in bunches. And Shawty, he's the wild card in this situation, Shawty. Now, Indiana was able to give Ohio State and Julian Saying fits with their defensive line, and I feel like the defensive front for Miami is better than Indiana's. But again, how you feel about this game, knowing you got that wild card on the other side for Miami?
Well, in this game, Ohio State favored by 9.5 at the moment. Right, 9.5. So to see 8 point, if you want to win some money, get away. I'm taking the points in both of these games. I'm taking the underdog both of these points in these games. I like the way it. And one thing I would say about, I do like Miami defense. And the same thing with Ohio State. They haven't really played in the one, but one thing about Ohio State, we know they got a hell of a roster based off the money that they paid for it. So, and this is one thing I say about Miami why I don't like Miami. As good as I like Miami, I don't care how good they are. I've been telling people this all year. They are one of the most undisciplined teams in college football this year. They are averaging 60 yards worth of penalties, and their opponents are only averaging 30. So they're going to give you more penalties than they're going to get. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's the only thing that scares about me, and they always get these penalties at the wrong time. That's where it scares me, and I hate to say it. It's kind of a running joke with me, but they got to get Michael Irvin off the damn sideline. He's going to
Hey, man,
my dude.
You never know that dude, the Hall of Fame wide receiver, man, the way he be acting on the side.
He be out there cutting up, bro. Cutting up.
Ain't no way that happened.
He a fan.
No, Kirby.
He love the program.
Kirby will shut that all the way down. CA, man, what's your thoughts on the wild card Beck and Miami and taking on this Ohio State team that's supposed to be, they was number one all year until Indiana beat them.
Ohio State is a championship caliber team. I think this is a great opportunity, really, for both schools to step out of the fray. I mean, Ohio State, they're known to do it. It's not unfamiliar to them, but Julian Saying, coming after a loss, I think he has a lot that he can stand for, and both quarterbacks really do. I mean, we know Carson Beck all too well, and as crazy as it sounds, because I know Beck gonna Beck for at least a quarter. Those 3 quarters that he might show up, if he can give 3 quarters, I actually think Miami got a good shot, because when I look at their roster, this is a chance for a lot of those guys to get paid. And that Miami roster, if they trying to do one thing, they trying to get paid. And I know they don't necessarily show up every time, but this is the time. This is the playoff. This is the stage. And I do feel like they got to have that chip on their shoulder. I think they can compete athletically. I know Ohio State is much more proven, but excuse my French, Miami roster ain't no hoe. Like, they're gonna step out there and they're gonna try to play them boys like men. Right. That D line gonna show up. Those cornerbacks are going to take on those challenges, because it ain't going to be speed as to why you beat me. Right. So I don't think Miami is going to be afraid of the stage. And that's going to play a huge role. Like, they're going to come out there just as cocky. It's going to be just like it's 1988 as far as Miami concerned. They coming to do their thing. And if Carson Beck don't have 2 picks, like if he can give him 1. But if he actually shows up and has a decent game, if he throws for over 300 yards and doesn't have 2 turnovers, Miami is in that game. I don't give a damn what Ohio State does, because what you're saying is you're not stopping them, and they can play off of that. That defense is good enough to show up, especially because Indiana gave you a script on what it could look like. So I think it's a very intriguing matchup. I think Ohio State definitely should be the favorite. But me and Shawty on the same page. This time we trying to make money this weekend, and I'm looking at what that spread looks like. I think Miami can impact that.
Yeah, that 9.5 is a lot, man, from Vegas. That's saying a lot, and I do believe Miami has the talent to, even if not win, cover that spread. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of points in the playoffs.
Ohio State, to their credit, now they do have one of the best secondaries in the nation. Now they stat.
I ain't taking nothing from them now. You know, I just feel like Miami want to be something else. You're right.
I think to y'all point, like to what y'all about Beck being a wild card. Yeah, if he go in there and throw 2-3 picks, we already know what's gonna happen. But if Beck don't throw but 1 or no picks, we know he can light that secondary up too, because he can process with the best of them. So, E-Rob, we're gonna get to some comments after your take on this game, man. But Ohio State been there before. Miami ain't really. They ain't been there since. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I don't like to do, I don't like to go after CA. CA that took, I mean, everything I was gonna say, he just snatched that shit right off the damn bone. But that's okay. That's all right. This game cannot come down to Carson Beck. This has to be a game outside of Carson Beck. They have to figure out how to be able to run the ball against Ohio State. Nobody's really been able to do that against them. If Miami can find a way to run the ball, because like everything y'all said, I mean, Carson Beck's going to have stretches during the game where he looks good. You know what I'm saying? Where he can hit some plays and they can. But then he can back it up. You know, with the best of them. Like, and then they come in bunches and they come at the wrong time. And then you talk about a team that is penalized, like the way they're penalized. It's just the mistakes. Like the margins are so thin. You know, Ohio State's a better team than you. You got to be. I mean, Kirby harps on it all the time. You got to be poised. You got to be composure. You in these big moments, don't do the dumb thing, man. Do the other thing. Do the other thing. Find a way to do the other thing. And they just can't figure out how to do that. And in a game like this, it could be close, and that could be the deciding factor. And you know, and really, man, can they run the ball? They got to run the ball. It cannot be a game where you just dependent on Beck, because I think they're going to struggle against that Ohio State secondary. And number 10. So if number 10 can find a way to do what he's been doing all year, because that young man is special, but this is different. This is different right now. This is a different stage, a different athletes you're playing against. So I definitely want to see if he can do it, because it's going to come down to just players. Those individual players on offense going to have to make big time plays in a big time game. And then that front seven on the other side for Miami. Y'all got to eat. This can't be a good game. This can't be you got to eat. You have to terrorize Saying, because, okay, Saying ain't, look, I'm not convinced. And I just want to see him under pressure. I want to see him under intense. And I've seen, look, man, Bain and that other dude come off the edge. They can take over a ball game. I don't give a damn who they playing. Ohio State's weakest unit is the offensive line. They're young. So can they take over? Can they stop Ohio State from running the ball? And if they start, this thing could get ugly. It could get ugly, you know. But then on the other hand, Ohio State could do what Ohio State do and just smother their ass, and they can't score. And then it's a 17-3 ball game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested, man. Sign me up, baby.
Right. First round, Miami was able to do what E-Rod was talking about, run Mark Fletcher. So I think that took a lot of the steam away from that Texas A&M defense. And again, Carson didn't do, he didn't do too bad. He played solid. He didn't play, bad.
He only had like 120 yards.
He scored 10 points, right?
Right. He played enough. But against Ohio State, it's going to have to definitely be better.
Yeah, be more than that.
You got to be more than that.
Right. Shout out to Dr. Govan for getting there. She said, hey, fellas, go Dogs. Shaw was talking about Bama. Bama stepped it up with a toe meat leather. Genesis in the building. What's going on, Genesis? Say what's good, fellas.
Oh, G.
P Pass in the building. Say Atlanta, Indiana, Grandma Nana. 5:30. Mama in the building, Mama Allen in the building.
What's
say
up,
happy
Mama?
holidays, guys, and go Dogs.
Let me tighten up.
Listen, Shelby saying, am I wrong to want to beat Carson for the Natty? Well, we would have to play them in the semis, and we might get what we want. If we win and they win, then we play the next round.
Yeah, I'm pulling for them now.
Yeah, me too.
For real.
Me too. I would love that.
Big Dog 48 in the building. What's going on?
Hey, go Dogs.
Respect the Hedges. JB in the building. He said, go Dogs. Ole Miss getting ready to get hit by UGA train. Susie Dickinson in the building. That's right. There's UGA train coming for you now. Justin in the building. Justin, what's going on? He says Miami watched the national championship where they were robbed on that fake PI call. Think they are going to have some extra juice. Okay, yeah, that was back when Maurice Correct played.
They got to dig deep right there. I respect it.
Yeah. I like it.
Were they alive?
You got to dig deep to find that film.
Right, that's Maurice Correct in Ohio State that year. Steve in the building. Going on, Steve. Say I got Miami and Alabama tomorrow. He taking both the underdogs. He trying to make.
I hear there's some money out there.
Okay.
Spread. I'm gonna speak for him and spread. We just talking about the spread.
Right.
Yeah, I like them points.
He might want to win now. He might know something I don't know. Man. Let me get out the way.
Steve, you taking the points, or you taking Miami, Bama to win?
Yeah, we need clarification, bro. We need to know.
Yeah, I do want to know that. Yeah.
All right, so on to the next appetizer. That's Oregon and Texas Tech. I think this is the most intriguing of the next round matchups. I think both of these teams could win. Both of these teams could run off with it. Shawty, what's the spread on this game? Is there? I think this might be the least spread.
2.5.
2.5.
What?
Right.
2.5?
Ooh. Where's the game at again?
It's this is
Rose Bowl.
Is it the Rose Bowl?
No.
Rose
Indiana,
Bowl.
Bama is
Capital
Rose Bowl.
Oh, that's right.
Capital One Bowl.
Yeah, Capital One Bowl. So hey,
so it's in Florida. What that mean? Okay.
Weather, decent weather.
Yep.
You got Oregon, Dan Lannon, who's a Kirby Smart disciple, and then you got Texas Tech with the what's the linebacker award? You know what I'm saying? They got the best.
They got two good ones at least.
Jackson, ain't it?
Hey, I just lied. It's the Orange Bowl. I apologize. The Orange Bowl.
Oh, okay. Well,
Florida.
I'm about to say weather gonna be even better though.
As long as it ain't raining.
Hey, so they got the Buckets award win on the Texas Tech defensive side. I don't think Texas Tech offense scares anyone, but they are solid. I think Oregon's got to be able to run the ball, and they got one of these first-round quarterbacks coming out, Dante Moore. Him and the guy from Indiana are set to be the top two quarterbacks coming out in the draft. Shawty, your thoughts on Oregon taking on Texas Tech?
Again, man, I think it's going to be one of the better matchups. You know, we always going back to this whole battle-tested team and the teams that these guys have been playing. Neither one of them have played a hellified schedule. Texas Tech obviously got the highest paid roster in college football this year. So that lets you know Texas Tech got some players and they deserve to be there.
Shout out to them.
I'm going to lean towards Oregon because I think Oregon going to be able to make those linebackers that Texas Tech play have to get in space because Oregon like to play horizontal first. And I think that's going to be a problem stretching their defense out. So I'm gonna go with Oregon, man, in just the pace that they move at. You know what I'm saying? And they got the better quarterback, in my opinion. And generally in college, if you ask me, I always take the better quarterback in the game. So I'm rolling with Oregon.
I'm with Shawty on this, man.
2.5.
Right, I'm with Shawty on this. I think Oregon gonna pull out. They've been there before. I'm big on that, especially on these type of lights. And those linebackers are great for Texas Tech going downhill. I don't know if they're going to be able to go sideline to sideline with that Oregon speed because they are bringing all that speed out there. JV, what you thinking about this Texas Tech and this Oregon matchup?
And I pretty much agree with y'all. What I will say is, yeah, they, Oregon done been there before, but they done took some major L's while they've been there these past few years. So, I think Dan Lanning has. Look, I'm a fan of Dan Lanning. I think that he does the best that he can to take the things that he's learned and implement them out there in Eugene. And they got a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? They ain't devoid of no NIL money either. They got a bankroll them
$24 million roster.
Yes, sir. So when it comes down to it, I think Texas Tech has been a good story. I mean, they brought in a lot of guys, like y'all mentioned. They got the Buckets Award winner this year, Jacob Rodriguez, and that boy's an animal. Make no mistake. I don't watch him play. That boy's an animal, but he ain't gonna be animal enough to eat all these Bugs Bunny beeps and these track stars they got out there. They're gonna have to make some plays, which I don't think they're gonna be able to make enough of. I got Oregon, man, by 10.
There it is. E-Rob, before you get started, Sugar brings up a good point. Oregon, this game is the first game on New Year's Day, which is 12:30 Eastern time, but that's 9:30 Pacific time. And I don't know when Oregon got down to Miami, but if they didn't, that could, some jet lag. I don't know.
Yeah, they got to walk that off. Yeah.
Does that affect your opinion? They got to walk it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, they just got to walk that off. Basically, on that, they got to walk that off. I mean, they'll get there a few days before, so they should be able to, get all that worked out. Man, I really like Oregon in this game, man. When I look at Texas Tech, who have they played? I mean, because I've heard people tell me that, they played BYU twice and they lost to Arizona State. And then there's a whole bunch of directional schools and all kind of crap. So they haven't really played anybody. So, yes, I mean, how good are they? Yes, I know they paid a lot of money for this roster and they have beat up on the sisters of the poor. But now you playing against guys who can stand up. I really think Oregon's going to beat them pretty good. I think it's going to be close early, and I think Oregon runs away with it late. And I think, they're going to pretty much make an example of them, especially if Texas Tech's offense can't really do a whole bunch. Yeah, they can get blown out.
Can I throw one more little quick statistical nugget out there for you, CA, before you go?
Yeah.
All the games that we kind of looked at, the teams that were favored, they were also favored by the playoff predictor matchup that I'm looking at. Even though Oregon is favored by 2.5, the playoff matchup predictor actually got Texas Tech by a slight few points.
And that's
okay. What you think about that, CA?
Bizarro.
It is. There we go. Bizarro world. Because when I look at this, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not digging deep as far as my analysis with Texas Tech and Oregon. I know where the money is though. And one side offense, one side defense feels good to me. That's an easy conversation. I think when I look at the schedules, it's a piece of cake either way, but I'm gonna lean more towards defense when in doubt. I know that Texas Tech roster is looking forward to going to Florida. That's a long trip to come out of Oregon. I think that is going to play a difference, and I did not know that they had that 12:00 kick.
No, that's crazy.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. And I won't say it's just based on how far you're traveling, but I think that defense will travel well. I think that they're looking to prove a point. Texas Tech is not about just spending money. They need some results to go with it. Oregon, Dan Lanning under the gun. I think he might clinch up again. I mean, because you mentioned they got the money, but he got to prove it at some point. And his quarterback is up for a conversation as far as awards and being selected early. He under the gun. This is a pressure cooker situation. This is going to show what kind of coach he is. I don't know if he's ready for the moment. And I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but that's a long way to bring your boys under these circumstances and to play against a defensive team that's going to be they're going to come at every angle. They got a lot they can lean on. It ain't just that linebacker. They're just really good right there in the middle. And that's a great place to be good at. So I think these playoff matchups are all intriguing. I really like this matchup. I don't have enough information about these teams because I didn't watch them during the regular season. But I do know that, again, money was spent, and nobody does that frivolously. I think Dan Lannon understands what he's trying to get done on offense. I feel like Texas Tech feels really good about that defense, regardless of who you roll out there. And I'm anxious to see how that matchup in particular rolls out. Crazy thing is, the game might end up being figured out on the other side with Oregon defense and Texas Tech's offense. But hell, if I know. So I'm looking at where the money is. I'm going with the defense traveling. A sunny day in Florida is going to feel real good to them kids from Texas. And I would take whatever the point situation looks like toward Texas Tech. I think they got a good opportunity to try to reestablish who they are, especially if they want to continue to recruit the way they have been and spend that money on the right players versus just spending the money on guys that are making themselves available.
It is. Listen, I do think this is one. Again, it could come down to Oregon's defense against Texas Tech offense, for all we know, because the other two sides are the show so far. But Steve got back in and said he's taking Miami and Bama to win, not just
head
up.
Get me out of my man, bro. I'm sorry. Don't hit me.
I don't know about that. That Texas Tech game truly is a pick 'em to the guy's point. It truly is a pick 'em to Texas Tech Oregon game. It's a pick 'em.
Facts. So P baby,
and not the coach. Let me say this.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Coach, I do want to say this about Dan Lanning. I think that what we said is right. I think that pressure cooker's time, and I think he's going to overcome. I believe in him, and I think that this is him taking that next step because it has to happen at some point.
It matters. So I think if you don't do it now, it's going to be some conversations had. That bonus is going to be looked at.
Because there will be some talk.
Right.
He got out of the first round last year. Well, he was a number one seed last year too.
Yeah, they lost to Ohio State.
They lost to Ohio State.
They got their butt kicked.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Why he in trouble now?
So they want to see some stuff. They want to see. They want that money to work on that field. You know what I'm saying? So
flip it one more time.
Right. He get to say Dawgs win on Thursday. Who's coming with me to Arizona next week? Though? That's what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I'm riding with Diddy.
Boy, I might make that
trip. You making that trip, JV?
Hey, listen, hey, as long as I got
JV for real.
Boy, make that trip. Them tickets ain't gonna be high. I'm trying to fly standby.
Yeah, we got alumni out there. We got good people out there. I got Fred out there.
Hey, Dawgs, winner of the Dawgs and winner of the Ohio State Miami will play in the Fiesta Bowl next week in Arizona. For those wondering. Jason getting in, Hall of Fame college football. Appreciate you getting in here, Oklahoma brethren. Appreciate you getting in there, Jason. Say boomer. So, hey, man, now that we done talked about the appetizers, let's talk about the main course. JV, you down here with me, so let's talk about this main course, man. Ole Miss taking on them Dawgs, man, taking on our Dawgs. We already done beat them one time, and you always say it's hard to beat a team twice. They lost their coach, but they play caller. How you feeling going in the Thursday?
Oh, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and start this one out in true JV fashion, with all due respect.
All due respect.
I ain't scared of nothing coming out of Mississippi, man. I ain't scared of I-20. I ain't scared of gale force winds out the Gulf. I damn sure ain't scared of Ole Miss. And they running rebel or whatever the hell the rebels. I don't care nothing about it, man. Listen, this is what I feel, and this is with all my heart. I think we're gonna smack these guys by at least 14 points. And the reason why I think we're gonna smack about 14 points is they caught us at a vulnerable stage during the season on the defensive side. We were not playing nearly as good. When I say nearly as good as what we showed up to play in these past 4 games. I think their offense benefited more so from the lack of just doggone good defense as opposed to their defense benefiting. They can't stop us because we're going to run it down their throat. One thing that every team has been able to do to them has been run straight down their throat, no diddy. So at the end of the day, what I feel like is going to happen, man, we're just going to punish them. And I think they will have some good plays. I don't think they're going to have 38 points worth of good plays or 35 points worth of good plays. So yeah, I think we're gonna stroke them. We're gonna stroke them real good. We're gonna take it on to Phoenix.
There it is. E-Rob, you gonna follow that up?
Hey, that's my dog right there, man. JV, I love it, boy. We don't care about no Gale Force wins, none of that shit. Man, look, the Dogs, I really feel good about this matchup, man. Everything JV said, I wanted to amplify. Dude, we were really that fourth quarter of that game is when the defense kind of switched. And from there, we've been playing really good defensive football in every game since then. That's a problem for Ole Miss. I don't care. Look, we are rested, and I think that Kirby has learned something from last year in terms of having that bye and how to go about it and making sure that we are humming. So one thing I got unbelievable faith in is number 16, Kirby Smart. I have total faith in him doing what it takes to have us ready in prime when it's time to be ready in prime. So I feel real good about that. All we got to do is not make mistakes. Don't give the ball away. What JV said is right. We are going to run that ball right down their damn throat, and ain't really nothing they're going to be able to do about it. Play action, hit some plays, get up on them. Then the defense going to eat. I see us beating them by 10 or better. Go Dogs.
And E-Rob bring up a good point. I think Kirby did make a statement about, all the teams that had a bye last year lost in that quarterfinals, and he said, about learning from that, and that's what E-Rob brings up. That's a good point. Shout out to Allen, young JV. You know what I'm saying? He say, I'm here, pops. Go Dogs. Look, you're back. And then he say, facts, pop. We're gonna stop a mud hole.
Yeah, I like little daddy. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Say it with your chest.
Just like it, daddy.
Right. JV saying, shout out to the fellas. Good luck to the Dogs. Go handle the field and shut these Big Ten chumps up. That's what we trying to do. That's exactly what we trying to do. But I definitely agree, man. I think we're gonna run the ball. They had a lot of problems the first time. A lot of problems with our tight ends too. Like they had no answers for our tight ends. Lucky had 3 touchdowns. Him and Delk combined for 9 catches. Down the seam, we was giving it to them how they wanted it, and I think we're gonna do it. Right, but Barr's back. You know what I'm saying? I think, and Chauncey's fully healthy, along with Nate Robinson,
number 8
backfield, Young back. So I think they do have a good offense. I think they'll score some, but I'm like JV. I don't think 35 gonna be the number they're gonna And I think this is what kind of got me coming out of that first game. It's like they talked about how Ole Miss scored the first 5 times. Ole Miss scored the first 5 times. Both teams had the ball 8 times. Dawgs scored on all 8 possessions.
There you go.
Ole Miss first
Why don't
5
talk about that side of it?
I'm just saying, Dawgs scored on all 8 positions. They couldn't stop us with nothing we was trying to do. It didn't matter what we was throwing at them. We was able to do it. And I think we can't go and say Lane Kiffin, the hottest coach on the market, but his absence ain't gonna mean nothing. That's where I'm coming from. Like now they say, oh well, he got Charlie Weiss. He the play caller anyway. Well, if Lane Kiffin don't make no difference, then why he getting paid so much money and why was he so sought after in this coaching hire search? You know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. I do feel like we're gonna win this game comfortably. I'm with E-Rob around about 10 or more. I think we just what JV and E-Rob said. I think the game plan, and one thing I love about Mike Bobo that I have not liked about these other offensive coordinators that I've watched this bowl season. He will run the ball and he don't
run the hell out of
it. I'm watching games and they running on these other teams that's running on their opponent. And they're trying to throw the ball. Like what? They can't even stop you from the ball. What are you doing?
Hey, Coach, to your point, and I mean that's an awesome point, and I don't take that much time from none of the other fellas. But when they offensive play caller was calling those plays when Lane was there, Lane was still circumventing the calls to make sure that
I seen him on the sideline exactly.
On the field, who to get the ball to. Golden ain't doing that.
That's what I'm with that. I'm just like, you can't tell me, he the hottest thing smoking in the coaching search, and then tell me he don't matter.
It don't really matter if he does or not. Come on now.
But that was my little spiel about the game. CA, what you thinking about this game, man?
Coach, I'm excited about it, as everybody else is. I don't really have a whole lot different to add, but I did listen to my head coach. I did listen to, I got Sweet 16. Yeah, my daughter turning, but Kirby been 16. I did listen to him at the press conference earlier today, and he said something I really took a lot of joy from. I wrote it down. Kirby said, when you're a good team, you don't trick people. You go out and you beat them with what you do best. Like, we ain't gotta sidestep you. We ain't gotta come out and really do anything Georgia's not known for. It's our job to show up and be the best Georgia we're supposed to be. I'm extremely excited about, the opportunities. My offense, rolling. My defense, hell, Ole Miss, congratulations, you helped to ignite this fire. So we need to reintroduce you to it because I think you got a misconception in the first 3 quarters. Let me show you exactly who we really are as far as Georgia football is concerned. This stage, we were down here last year, lost. My quarterback, this is his first start, salty taste in his mouth. Redemption, man, it's on our mind. It ain't got nothing to do with Ole Miss. This is Georgia business. You know what I'm saying? We want to be a better Georgia. So our opportunity is right in front of us. You just so happen to be sitting in the way. And then you're missing your head coach. Yeah, as Coach I said, you can pretend like that don't matter, but we actually will have the opportunity to show you. We're going to, I feel strongly that it will. Shout out to the new staff, but it ain't what it was. And, I got a guy up for the Broyles Award on one side, and I got a top-tier defense on the other side. Yeah, I'm going to go into it with Kirby at the helm, and I feel real good about Gunner wanting to get a better taste in his mouth and lead this team to a playoff victory. So, no, Coach, I ain't got nothing to say differently from what everybody else has said. I think I like our opportunity. We do have to do it, but I got money on the Dogs on this one.
There it is. She was getting in. Appreciate you getting in. She says if we play like we played the last 4 games, Dawgs by 17. Bruce say we beat Ole Miss without playing good defense. Our defense has grown to SEC championship level. The Dogs are going to beat the brakes off of Ole Miss.
Damn.
Shelby say you can see how we flipped the switch during that 4th quarter in the first game. Our defense has played much better. Yes. Kirby said at the beginning of the year, that we was a young team, and we didn't really want to hit, but Kirby don't be just giving us that coach speak. He be telling us, and I think they done grew up, especially on the defensive side. Shawty, tell me some X's and O's, man. Why we gonna do these losers?
Man, I'm just gonna kind of springboard off some of the points that all the other guys have made. I think we pretty much don't hit on everything. But just to maybe go a little bit deeper, I am a firm believer that it is tough to beat a team twice in the same year. But our coach Kirby Smart is 4-0 in those scenarios.
Oh, great stat, dog. Thank you.
I don't think that applies to Kirby at this moment. And to everybody else's point, I do think the 4th quarter in this game was the turning point. I think we only gave up 13 yards in that 4th quarter. And since that time, we have been spectacular as a whole unit on defense. Man, like I said, I don't really know. Everybody don't kind of hit on everything. I think another key factor would be is to do this. Chambliss has been a 66% completion percentage quarterback this year. And when he played us last time, he was around 53%. And I think if we can do that, that definitely guarantees us a win, no matter how we play on defense or offense. If we can keep him at 53%, I like those numbers. I really do. And with that being said, man, I just think, like y'all said about the 8 possessions, that's a game that we didn't punt. Again, if we can have another game where we don't punt, I don't care what they do. I think we win. It's just so many lessons for us. And to y'all point with the run game, we should run the ball on them. I think they are the smallest defensive unit in the conference. And I think that's why we made it a priority and a commitment, especially in that game, to run the ball.
That's right.
The spread is 6.5.
Spread is 6.5. Another touchdown favorite. Like I said, going back to the appetizers, the Oregon Texas Tech was the closest spread wise because it was 2.5. Bruce said our tight end room might be the best in the college football. Ethan Barbar is going to be big in this game. He was becoming big before he got hurt. Also want to point out that Kobe, again, however many plays he plays, I'm pretty sure he's going to be on the pitch count, but We won this game the first time without Kobe. Kobe caught on the first drive that we
That
got
first
the
play,
ball.
yep.
First play to
Yeah.
him. He gets hurt after getting about 25 yards, and we had to figure it out on the fly. You know what I'm saying? So we figured it out on the fly. And Shawty is right. This is the smallest defensive line unit, at least that we've played, if nothing else. Happy birthday,
girl.
Well, Alan, happy birthday.
Man, you know what? This is my
No,
9-year-old.
she ain't no 16. What y'all talking about? Yeah.
This the one I'm talking about. This the run the house. I can't. Ain't no putting out the wrong. So yeah. I can't do nothing with it. It ain't your birthday,
Coach.
girl, and she's showing up. Go ahead.
Right.
I mean, how these guys coming back with these broke legs in like a few weeks? What they own, man? What is they own, bro?
One broke.
Fractures.
It's fracture. What that mean?
It wasn't broke.
Yeah, it's a fracture.
It's been 8 weeks, you know what I'm saying, to that point, you know, and you know, we all know that Georgia's medical staff is one of the best in the nation.
And you know where too? I truly want Kobe on. I hope he is healthy, but I don't think he's going to be healthy enough to really truly play and make an impact. If he is, that's great. But young man, go get that money. But the big play got not necessarily a big play, but big body who I need to see out there, who I really think can make a difference, is Noah Thomas. We need him for that perimeter blocking in that screen game and an occasional deep one-on-one shot. We definitely need him because I think when we don't have those two big bodies on there, I do think the perimeter blocking is lacking a little bit, and we have to try to run a little bit more between the tackles.
Right. And in the SEC championship, we didn't get, Noah. We didn't have Noah. Noah tried to go, but had, minor back spasms the week of the SEC championship. So with these weeks off, he should be good and rested and hopefully be 100%. He's not on any of the list, the probable list or anything like that. Gabe Harris, I think Alan mentioned Gabe Harris. Gabe Harris is out. I do want to say Gabe Harris, they interviewed him, of course. Asked him about his NFL aspirations. He said that'll come down the line, but I'm coming back to Athens next year. So he is returning for his senior season. That is huge for our defense.
Love it.
So shout out to Puglisi too. Puglisi says there's been a lot of talk about him hitting the portal as well. And he said, I love Georgia. This is where I want to be. And he said, I ain't going nowhere no matter what. So
get developed, young man. Get developed.
That's right. Feeling real Shockley.
But we got some other guys coming up. I mean, Zayden Walker has made his presence known.
Absolutely. Great call, Coach.
Fashion at the end of the season. We got number 99, and then they say Isaiah Gibson been making some noise in these in this playoff practices too. So Ellis
Robinson playing like one of the best players in the and dog, that is so huge for us. When we started turning, dog, he started him and my boy KJ Bolden when they're playing like that, and the young boy that's going to be playing the star.
No, Aguero is out, so we'll get Dinkins.
What's his name? Dinkins. I like him, bro. I like him, man. I really do like him. So I like our secondary.
Right, Aguero was out for the SEC championship, and Dinkins came in. He was number 27.
What about Bobo?
Bobo's still out. He out for until next year. Yeah,
bro. 51 played the hell out. He played a great game, and I watched him against Alabama.
Even call his
name.
A
great game.
And I will say,
next man up.
Not the down-eyed guy Aguero, but I watched again, rewatching the first game. They did pick on Aguero a lot, and so from what we saw from Dinkins in that SEC championship, I hope they try to pick on him.
He much better in coverage.
Yes, much better in coverage. So, and if we can get 20 to play like he played in the SEC championship, it's gonna be lights out for anybody.
That made me nervous there, Coach. That make me nervous right there, though. I don't know if we're gonna get that.
That dude played lights out in the SEC championship. Well, I don't know what had gotten his grits, but whatever it was, I like.
Coach, I got a question for the panel. Like, I think it's been a lot of guys that have had a chance to turn the corner and show us who they, really are as far as playmakers are concerned. A lot of guys, we say every year coming into a season, you're gonna have to introduce yourself to me by making plays. Aside from Dinkins, like who else in your opinion, I'm asking the panel, who else came out and let's just be frank, who else made some money this year? Who else put themselves in a conversation where the NFL is going to have to at least evaluate that film, look at, reaching out to their representation, have a conversation about, man, this might be a guy I want to pick up in the draft. There's a lot of guys But you know, if I get a chance to start this little trip, you know, this conversation, you know, you know, just going back to the front of the line, you know, Ellis Robinson done made a bunch of money this week, man. He done made a bunch of money this year because he turned my perception around from what he was to start the season, as opposed to what, you know, we can count on right now. We got 2 or 3 corners that we really feel good about how they play, and you know, I really attribute a lot of that to the growth of Ellis, but he ain't the only one. A lot of guys grew up. You mentioned some guys in that secondary. I asked the panel, who are some guys y'all might think made some money this year and put themselves in a position to look at what they might be doing for a career going forward?
Hey, give me Dylan Bell, man. Shout out to Dylan Bell for getting
Great
back
call,
up
Coach.
in that
Great
NFL
call.
mix, you know, because coming out of 2024, it was looking like he was about to have to depend on a degree or some networking or something.
Hey, no, hold on, Cole, don't do it like that. Now. We out here, baby.
We about to stay in and around Athens, dog, and get some networking going on. I think 2025 got him back in that mix, man. That dude been playing some ball.
You're right.
So shout out to you, Dylan Bell, man. JV, who you got, dog?
Man, listen. This guy was he came into the season supposedly being you know, the top echelon guy, but I feel like early in the season he fell off, and we were calling for him to be better and to be more. And I'm gonna say CJ Allen.
I like it.
Let me tell you, CJ Allen, man. He like I went from being like belligerently angry that he was out there playing like he was to being his cheerleader with CJ Allen pom-poms over this thing. That man been absolutely a
long season.
He has been leading that defense along with his words, but also with his play. So I'm gonna say CJ Allen just to make it short.
I like that.
I'm with that. E-Rod, who you got?
Hey, Coach, since Cal's not here, I'm gonna go ahead and do some Cal stuff real quick, man.
Do it.
I'm gonna go with the 2 dudes on offense, man, that we didn't know we did. Juan Gaston and Glover, those 2 young men. They have put themselves on the radar of all the NFL teams. Like, but we got to make sure we follow these young men because if they can do this as true freshmen,
they on track.
Let's just see. And then real quick, the next was number 5, the linebacker that's playing with CJ.
Raylan Wilson.
Yes.
Raylan, I knew that he had the ability. We knew that he was a freak athlete. But that's great, bro. But if you running this way and the damn ball going this way, they don't really do us no good, bro. So, but he has learned what to do. He's reading his keys and he's making impact plays. So, man, shout out to Raylan Wilson, man.
Hell of a call.
Right, Bruce said, I think Nate Frazier will be a household name come Friday morning. Nate is going to run wild Thursday night.
Wow.
I think, listen, Nate is another one. That's a good call. Shot it. Who you got, man?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm going to say this right here, man. One man junk is another man treasure. These folks didn't know what to do with these kids.
Say it.
So he transferred from USC and came to Georgia and led the conference in catches. Zachariah Brent, man. Come on.
Get this money.
Come on, man. And I hope, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit of a hater right here. I heard he got a 3rd round grade right now. I'm gonna be a little bit of a hater, man. Come on back, man. Try to get that 1st, 2nd round grade, man. We need
Right. We need you back, dog.
For real.
Yes, JV. That's what I was talking about earlier, dog. I didn't want to call out the game, but yeah, they offensive coordinator been trashed the whole game. JV's watching the Tennessee Illinois game.
Tennessee got a lot of folks out.
Tennessee playing?
They got a lot of folks out too.
Well, yeah, I guess they can't use that excuse. They middle of the road teams. Middle of the road teams can use injuries as an excuse. So I'll let them buy with that, I guess.
I like the
I ain't know they were playing either. I ain't know they were playing either.
Josh got in the field and say this team is primed for a natty run. They're young and have lots of speed. In order to win a natty, you have to be able to run the ball and stop the run. You have speed in important positions. We have all 3. Good call out, Josh.
Hey, B, I'm surprised B didn't say this. And, you know, I like the way Delp translate, but I'm going to tell you what, Lucky done made some money, too.
Damn right.
Lucky balled out this year, boy.
Damn right he did.
Oh, law dog. But, hey, If you feeling like you want to stay around Athens, Law Dog, we would love to have you back in Athens as well.
Hey man, that room gonna be so. That room,
They might be running 14 all next year. He come back.
I have to.
You know what I'm saying? Black continue to say that's right. It's time. It's that time, man. Get these score predictions in. We are picked to win. Spread is 6.5. Black continuing getting this jumped off. Say 31-10 Dawgs. Shelby say Kirby also has a bitter taste as well. This is where he lost his dad. That is true. That is true. Last year, this time. So 31-10. Black continuing. CA, what you got on that scope?
That's a good score, man. I can't lie. That actually came across my table, but I'm going to go ahead and say 33-17. I'm going to make it a little bit more interesting, but I feel like we'll get out early, and they might show up late. 33-17 Dawgs.
That is. Justin has a question and says, do y'all think Georgia comes out and press man? I do think we will show a little bit more man in the earlier stages of this game because that's what we got good on them in that first game where we came out with a lot of zone because of the legs, I think, of Trinidad Chambliss. Because when you go man, that leaves you open, you know what I'm saying, for a quarterback run. If we do come out, like y'all say, we'll have a spy. And that's been Chris Cole's role this year.
Yes.
He's been the spy. So I think we
Zayden
will come out
coming on.
And Zayden.
Yeah.
So I think we will come out in a little bit more man, still mixed in with some zone, but and when we go man, look for Chris Cole to be that spy because Chambliss can hurt you with those legs. Good question. All right, JV, what you got on that scope, my guy?
Hey man, like I don't already threw mine out a little early, man. I think we're gonna smack them good. I'm running this one on a 38-13. 38-13.
I like it.
38-13. All that throwing is great. We run the ball this game in the phone booth. That's what Kirby like it, man. In that phone booth. Ain't roughing this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like fun.
Hey, man, I call it a cover 2 fire. Don't be surprised, man. We played a lot of cover 2 too, but it's a cover 2 fire where we kind of do a zone. I love it when we play that. I like this game. I think it's gonna be a little bit lower scoring because I think we're gonna commit to the run. I'm gonna say 28-17.
28-17. In that cover 2 fire, you like Dinkins coming off that edge. That's kind of what we do. You know what I'm saying? We like to send that nickel down there. You know, we did that a lot when we had the Bullets and the Taki Smiths.
Man, we hell when we zone blitz, man. Boy.
Scary.
So, yeah, man. He agreed. Bruce agreed. Said Zach did make a lot of money. Raylan Wilson. Quintavious has been relentless, Steven.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he has. Hell yes, he has.
When he put that neck roll on, he changed everything.
Don't
act like that. I noticed it.
Hey, Eli, what you got on this game, man? 6.5 point spread.
Real quick, Coach. Gabe Harris is out, so I think Chris Cole is gonna be coming off the edge a little bit more this game, and I think they'll probably use Zayden to do that spot thing. That's just my prediction because Chris Cole has been coming off the edge, making a difference. He's been flashing. So real quick. With that being said, Chris Cole gets a big sack damn fumble. We kick their ass 34-17. Go Dogs.
There we go. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Bruce says 35-9. Dogs mauled the entire game. We got it.
Sound good.
First lady said 38-10. What's going on? She didn't say it's gonna be 40-10. I see it.
Out it.
I'm with E-Rob. I think this is like a 34-17. They'll get that last touchdown to make it look, more
clean it up. They recruit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I do think not having Lane to make those changes, as somebody brought up earlier in the show, right in the middle of the play, letting them know where to throw the ball a lot of times. So Lane is a master at that. And also, we don't have to play 4-down football like we do when we play against Lane. You know what I'm saying? Lane
you just stole my point. I was just about to say
that. That's one reason why I hate playing Lane Kiffin, because it's 4-down football all over the field. Once they get past their 35-40, it's 4-down territory everywhere.
He ready to rock.
Whether they up or not. Whether they up or not.
This head coach is a little bit more even kill. He's not going to take the chance that Lane takes so often.
He can't afford to. For real.
So
I really think that kind of helped Ole Miss in a sense, if you ask me.
Well, that's what some of the Ole Miss faithful was saying, and now they said that some of the decision making is what cost them the game in Athens. But I think
that decision making goddamn lemon wine. They drunk. Yeah,
some of those
get out of here.
decisions is what got them up in the first place.
Right.
So,
I mean, come on, man.
Again,
they forgot what it was like before Lane.
Right. They can't tell me the hottest thing smoking, then tell me it don't matter when he not there.
Come on.
That's why I don't think they're gonna have as many possessions.
Got you. Well, that's what it is, man. Listen, man. Appreciate everybody coming back in, man. And the new year is right around the corner. Y'all enjoy this college football playoff time, man. Right. And hopefully the Dawgs can roll on and win another one. Should we win, we will be back next Tuesday. So I'll see y'all next Tuesday to preview whoever we taking on in the Fiesta Bowl. E-Rob got his sugar ready.
Got my
y'all
sugar.
have y'all sugar ready.
Nah, this ain't no Colombian Bam Bam. This just some sugar. Don't be getting send the feds up here.
Right. We done jumped left field out here. Out the blue.
Rick James, it's a hell of a drink. Right.
Don't let Michael Irvin see that. Okay. So
oh man, we didn't well. We don't kill no more.
Let's go.
They don't even kill no more.
Hey, listen. I'm just saying we need to put some type of statement out.
We'll disclaimer it. Put something in my box. I ain't with these joker.
And the Fanatic Sports. Listen, this is sugar that E-Rob has in his container.
It's just not Colombian Bam Bam.
Because
the Colombian Bam Bam what made it. Hold up, what they doing?
But basically, y'all, I know a lot of y'all got New Year's Eve plans, man. Make sure y'all stay safe out in these streets and get crazy out here these times, man. Have some fun, and as always, respect the Hedges and go Dogs.
Go Dogs.